moment.
We are Live-A-Roni.
Live-A-Roni. All right. Thank you for doing that. I forgot what I was supposed to say. Welcome to your best imaginary friends. I am a disembodied voice. It goes by Christine, and I am DMing today. We are playing Horde of the Dragon Queen. We are, not very far into it, but far enough. And you all are on the road. Last session, you finally left you finished terrorizing the town of Greenest, constantly wreaking havoc and the like, and you are on your way to Eltera, where a contact has promised to help you out with some help on the next moves, etc. Great. I'm talking great today. You made it about 4 days into the journey until you got to a tiny town called Burdusk, which is the town that your monk friend who you're supposed to meet in Elturel is from. You met some cool people. You charmed a lowly monk of the order. And you are now on, you traveled another day, and you just finished murdering all these zombie ogres. As you were traveling further up towards Elturel, you noticed a bright, almost unchanging star that hovered over Elturel. And as you're getting, hi everyone, as you're getting closer, you realize that it is protecting everyone, protecting the towns. So yeah, that is. You've just finished you're probably a day. I believe it was just about a day away from Elturel.
Were we able to finish our long rest post undead ogre attack?
What order you guys sleep in? Do you guys remember what order you were in?
I was gonna take first watch, I think.
Or at least normally in the middle.
I think I was somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. And I think it was Zag's watch, and he was the one who noticed. Or no, it was Haley's.
Oh, it was actually my watch.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Surprise.
I think it was third watch that helped around, I believe.
Yeah. So you would have to sleep in a little bit just from the action and the adrenaline pumping in your blood right now, but you could probably get in a full long rest.
Right.
Well, if it's not my watch, back to sleep.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So each of you, is Dandy here?
I'm here. Yeah,
okay.
I'm just having webcam problems lately.
Oh no! All right. Well, just making sure I didn't just say that beautiful, beautiful introduction and lost it. Okay. So yeah, you all settled back in. Halik agrees to finish his watch, and as you settle in, thoroughly, you're starting to fall asleep again, and the darkness that you experienced a few days ago interrupts your sleep. It's a hand that looks like it's been chopped off, and it's crawling, and it is it's like a zombie hand kind of coming for you, and it doesn't like disturb you as much as the previous dreams, but as you kind of try and focus on it, the antlers appear again, and they look to be dripping in blood, and you see a face that you don't recognize, and then you return back to sleep.
What race was the face?
You can try and roll a perception check. Okay. It was humanoid. It looked humanoid. It looked like, yeah, but there was something off about it. It didn't look like dwarven. It was slender, and it was like wearing a black shroud over its face.
It's a tall gray.
All right. And the rest of the night passes. You all benefit from a long rest, but thoroughly you do, like, these dreams seem to be back again in the morning.
Do I get the spell slot back that I burned during the fight?
Yeah, you guys all benefit from a long rest.
Okay, cool.
You had to sleep in about an hour longer.
Oh, extra time.
Much, yeah. All right.
Is really like exhibiting any sort of like signs that he's like had a troubling night? Or I would probably just attribute it to the fact that we fought a bunch of zombie ogres.
You could roll like an insight check, if you would like.
No, it's okay.
He goes off into prayer as soon as he gets up, like he normally does.
I would, even if I did see it, I would have attributed it to that. So.
All right.
I'd like to go collect my trap that I made, or at least try to. They didn't step on my bottles, did they?
I believe that's what tipped everyone off.
They broke my bottles?
Only some of them.
Those jerks. All right.
Your bottles are busted, so you'll have to replace like a quarter of them.
Fair enough. All right.
All right. Back on the road. You go towards...
Yes, do we want to take care of these zombies?
The carcasses?
Obviously came from somewhere.
Actually, can I, now that I've rested, can I trying to bring it up really quickly, I forget the range on detect good and evil.
I was just looking at that. I was really hoping it was a ritual spell, because I didn't really want to burn one right away. And it's only 30 feet.
Not bringing my character sheet up. I keep clicking like a mad woman, but it's not.
Unless it's something other than the detect evil and good spell.
Yeah, it should only be... It's only 30 feet from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't I have sense evil or sense something like that, and it smells.
Oh, divine sense. Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
I'm calling it the wrong thing. I was clicking like mad, but it wasn't bringing it.
Let me pull that up.
Probably have detect evil and good as a possible spell too.
It's not the one that detects it in like, oh, within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
So,
I was really hoping it was ritual, so I could say let's just wait 10 minutes and see if it's only 30 feet away. But
so the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good brings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of the next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. And you know the type. So you could, you could sit and concentrate for 6 whole seconds
Mhm.
All right.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. So, as you sit and concentrate, you do smell like the noxious odor of like the dead undead, the undead, undead,
The double dead.
The triple dead.
the overly dead, the excessively dead, the Grateful Dead, and you get this like powerful smell from them, and as you're like sitting and trying to concentrate, you don't feel anyone within 60 feet of this area. You do kind of get this feeling of like as you're sitting and trying to take it all in, you do get the feeling that there is something gravely evil around, but as mentioned last session, it's probably like there are pockets of the spell plague that still exist in the area, and it's considered very powerful and very dangerous.
So it's more of a lingering spell and not so much an.
Yeah, it's like there you can tell that there is like there's no one close, but the whole ground smells pretty rancid to you.
I think we are on pretty blasphemed ground. It doesn't feel like there's anything close by, but I would keep an eye out.
While this is happening, I would like to track them a little bit.
All right.
See if I can
Like
see
where they came from, or
from where they came. Yeah.
okay, go ahead and roll a survival check.
I'm trying to remember. Do I roll that at advantage? Because we're in like the woods, right?
It's like more plains.
Oh, okay. So it's not my favorite terrain.
No.
Okay. For a ranger, I always rolled so shitty on the tracking checks. 7.
From the scuffle that happened and you looking at the tracks and everything, you can't really tell. Like, you can kind of tell just based on a general check, but nothing more than like the direction they came.
Right, that I already saw.
Yeah, like Danny's
about,
picking up the bottles, and that's how you know where they came from.
What about if can Bonchan try? Can I hold up some of the entrails to Bonchan's nose and see if he follow him for a little bit?
Yeah. If he uses his scent, it's at advantage.
Okay. Okay, Bonchan's way better at it than me. 18.
All right, first double roll of the night. He starts to sniff around, and he guides you from the direction. It is coming deeper from the woods, and he kind of stands outside the woods and starts barking. He doesn't want to go deeper in.
Okay. You know what? I think maybe my dog has figured out at least the direction in which they came. Do you guys want to head in that way, or should we just keep going about our business?
I think we should.
I think we should go
coming from.
I agree.
All right.
I don't like the looks of all the adventurers that were walking back toward Burdusk and Greenest. We should maybe take care of this for them, or at least help.
All right. I walk over to Bonchan and I sort of assure him that we're all there with him, and hopefully he leads us a little further.
I am going to give you guys a quick little pep talk about how we're awesome and we should always kill the bad guys, and you guys take your 7-8.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Rona.
Welcome.
So as you get deeper, I would say that this is you're walking directly away from the trail and directly like away from El Terrell. You're walking kind of east into the reaching woods. And as you start to go, Bonchan just stops and will not lead you further. He looks at you and just like shakes his head like
Okay.
The Rona, as you get deeper, like the smell is overpowering and you get the feeling roll a wisdom check, Rona. Oh!
I think we can take them.
We're the best! Come on, guys, rush in!
Your eyes are like watering from the smell, but you're like feeling great, feeling like you could go deeper in here and like, you know, like, yeah, let's go.
Let's go get them, boys. Whatever's in here is a
Sounds good to me.
doozy, though. Ugh.
Can I maybe roll a perception check to see if I can tell what exactly is spooking Bonchan, and maybe like if I could, I don't know, I just want to see instead of just heading blindly in forward, like, do I see any signs of anything? Like,
I would say like I'm just looking at between your rolls. Like he's tracking deeper into the woods.
Yeah.
As you are all standing on the edge of them, the deeper you get, like even crossing the threshold from the plains to the woods, like where the tree line begins, it gets pitch black. And you can kind of see, and you can see the trees, but you just walk from daylight and suddenly it is pitch black.
okay. Well, so I see
You can
nothing.
see in the dark there, Halek.
I can.
Yes, you.
Do I see any? I don't see anything.
So you're looking around and you see mostly trees. Go ahead and I'll let you roll a perception check.
Okay. $17.
Okay. As you're looking around, you get the intense, like the overwhelming feeling that you're not surrounded by like natural elements. You're surrounded by something perverse.
This is like a magical darkness, you would say?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you're looking around, the trees are like gnarled. They don't look like natural, and just everything you know about nature is just like this. Like something fucked up is happening deep in here. It's something extremely powerful.
All right. So I don't. This is not a natural darkness that we're walking into. This is something more. I imagine you guys can sense a similar thing.
Well,
I
if Bonchan isn't gonna go in, we can't exactly walk on without him, and we can't stay here all day convincing him to walk deeper step by step.
I think would he follow us? Do you think? Like, if I walk a little bit more, does he follow me, or does he just not want to lead the pack? Like,
He's like
Is he
looking
good?
at the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just standing with the pack. He's kind of like looking back between you and the group. Like 1 foot closer to you, but he seems very wary of the area.
right. But he's not like refusing to follow us. He's just like, this is where he stops if it's up to him.
Yeah.
Really will walk
Okay.
up to beside Halek.
It's understandable that the animals are frightened. There's a powerful evil here, but I think that means that we need to root it out and kill it.
At least investigate.
I think, yeah, we have a job to do here, I guess.
I'm gonna say a small prayer to Palor as we're walking through, and I'm also going to take. I'm gonna dismount from Honor and tell her to go wait outside the place.
All right.
And ears.
So, yeah, you dismount, and does everyone go in?
Are we hobbling all the horses outside? Or
Yeah, I'm not bringing my horse through the woods.
Yeah.
I'm not
everybody's
hobbling her
going in
though.
on?
I'm letting her go.
Do
If she
we
needs to run,
need
she can.
A
And ears.
distraction, because we can have my horse. You guys can just have it.
Yeah.
If we're going in on foot, we'll leave his behind as well.
Yeah, I'm not tying my horse up to anything either. I just look at it with an understanding that don't leave unless it gets all fucked up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll ritual cast. If you want to wait 10 minutes, I'll ritual cast, speak with animals, and we can have them follow Honor around, since she's our lead horse.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so I'll concentrate, cast speak with animals, and I'll see. I'll see what they know about the area. Well, they're not very smart, and I'll ask them to. We won't. So I'll actually do that.
And you're looking for animals outside of the forest, or
Talking
within the
mainly
forest?
to our horses first, and then
Okay.
if there are any nearby animals, which I doubt there are, given the nature of the forest.
Oh
So,
my god.
Our friends
Run.
and mounts, we're going to go investigate this forest here. Follow Honor around if things get rough, and meet us back here when you can. If not, graze and enjoy your fill of the grasses, and I'll make sure they're watered and whatnot.
They like look at you, yawn, like they look like they're just waking up and just keep munching on the grass. Okay, all right, have fun.
And
Like, let them know if we survive. I'll make them smokes again.
Have some
You'll make them
have
what?
fun storming the castle.
You'll make them what, thoroughly?
I'll make them their oat. Make them a bunch of oats again.
Oh. I thought you said you were gonna make them smokes.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
Thoroughly says,
Yo, you guys,
Oats.
you hang in, we'll smoke you up, big time.
Yeah, so I'll translate that, and then I'm gonna make a quick perception to see if there's any animals nearby, just on the off chance there is.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception.
18.
All right. As you're like standing in the field, looking around, you're trying to like see kind of like animals or wildlife, and you're noticing that it's barren. Like there aren't even like grasshoppers in the field. It is dead.
There's nothing around here for me to talk to. These horses are the only other living thing besides us, and I guess these trees,
Ooh.
which don't look that alive, and I sort of like flick it a little bit.
Ask Bonchan what he's feeling, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'll lean over. Bonchan, what do you sense? What are you feeling? I'll translate for the group.
Darkness.
He says darkness.
Darkness.
With a precluded by a growl. If you guys heard that growl, right? You understood
I
that?
We heard the-
growl.
Okay.
We heard the growl. All I heard was the growl, honestly.
The little barks afterwards, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
He kind of sniffs the air.
It's odd because he's not normally afraid of the dark. That doesn't make me feel very good.
I don't think he means the physical blackness of the forest, I think.
Right.
Like underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bonchan strikes me as very metaphorical. He's very deep. He's very nuanced.
He is, isn't he? And
He's a poet.
He growls again. Big things.
Bigger than the things we fought last night.
Dark and gross smelling. Don't you smell that?
Even I smell that because they're right there still. We didn't really move the bodies very far.
It smells like...
Well, we hiked in the woods too, though, didn't we?
What did it smell like?
Like... I didn't smell it, but maybe a past self smelt it. Like spiders.
Ooh, that piques Zag's interest a lot, obviously.
What is it? What did he say?
Yeah, so you see Zag's half-elven ears perk up, and he smells big spiders, I think. Big darkness spiders. And you see his grip on Nesnar's staff. He's got white knuckles. You all remember the last time we encountered a particular spider.
That was
Let's go
not
look
good.
at it.
Okay, I pull out my weapons. Pull out both my weapons.
I'm
Miso, shield on.
I'm going to grab Dandy
Oh.
and cast protection against good and evil. Protection against evil on him.
Okay.
No good things can happen to you. Such a
No,
suck.
you're pure neutral. No, it is protection from evil.
Oh, it's both, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go deeper, or are you staying there?
I think we gotta go deeper now that you called us out.
Rona, you do need to specify a type that a creature
Undead.
is. Okay, that makes great.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I thought that would be.
I pull out my battle axe.
That's a concentration spell, just so said it out loud.
All right. And if you guys, I can use your passive perception, or if you want to actively be looking out.
I'm gonna use my I'm gonna actively roll for it.
Yeah,
Because mine's
Zach's
shitty.
eyes are peeled.
All right.
I'm also actually gonna cast. Well, yeah, pass without a trace on once we get
Yeah,
closer.
we should probably stealth.
I'm gonna stop rolling for the night.
So
Alright.
we have an hour of additional stealthing.
And if
I've
everyone
got
wants
Blessing
to,
of the Trickster on Rona.
So
Alright.
I get to roll.
Normal
Everyone
roll.
has to roll stealth, or I will take your zeros.
Natural 20!
Damn.
My -2.
This D20 is my stealth roll.
Oh, jeez.
That's a 22, Dandy. I have a 21. Rona is a 38. 28. Sorry, 28.
That second
28.
one is Bonchan. The first
28.
one is me.
Can't see shit, but I'm super quiet this time.
Yeah, I'll roll my perception after we got all the stealth out of the way.
I think. Oh yeah, there's Buncha. All right.
And yeah, my perception was 27.
Natural 20.
All right. So you are looking out, and as you all pass the threshold of the forest, you see the darkness, and actually, even with Josie, even with your high perception, it goes from darkness to a magical darkness that you cannot see through. It's black. You feel around and you only feel each other. And as you go, step by step, slowly, quietly hunched as close as you can. You're walking for 10, 20 minutes like this, and suddenly you hear just the sound of flames. Your eyes adjust to a brilliant blue light. It's like fire made of this azure blue, and you're actually kind of you're looking around, and you're suddenly not above ground. You feel you see like the breaks in the ground, and you see footsteps coming up, but none going down this small, slender walkway.
So we're all of a sudden in a cavern?
It seems like you have passed into some sort of cavern, and there's some bright blue flame blocking your path, maybe 20 feet in front of you.
Can I? Well, first of all, a question. Is it like we are in some alternate plane or dimension that is a cave, or we just like walked through magical darkness and wound up in a cave, like, or do we not know the difference?
You have no idea.
Okay. Can I maybe roll a survival check because like I wanted to like sort of even in the darkness like be like very mindful of the direction in which I was walking. Can I roll a survival to see how well I did that?
Yeah, I was gonna mark the trees once you said we were total darkness, but
yeah, like I just want to align whatever I would do to align myself like that.
All right, yeah, you can roll a survival check to see.
It can be a disadvantage or something if you want. Like
it's okay. We'll just see.
Yeah, I mean, considering how I'm rolling, it's...
Zach, when you touch the trees, they are like petrified wood.
Yeah, that's
like
what
they. You try to make a mark, and it like breaks whatever you tried to make a mark with.
So it's like stone trees almost.
Mm-hmm. And hey, like you can kind of tell what direction you went into this area from. And as you're looking at the footprints, it is alien to you. You really feel like the anxiety coming from Banchan now, like getting.
Okay. Does that help me know if this is like physical terrain that we've walked through, or if we've transported in some way?
I mean, you didn't see like a flash, or as far as you know, no one has cast a spell, but
Okay.
it does look like some sort of it might be some sort of magical. I mean, it's definitely some sort of magical fire. It's not the color of a fire you've seen.
Right. Okay.
Can I touch the walls of this cavern we're in?
Yeah.
Mate, rock?
As you touch it, it's like slimy.
Ooh.
It's like slimy rock, and as you put your hands along it, it's like sticky.
Ugh.
Now he is sticky hands.
Yeah, back to the sticky hands. I pull out my hooded lantern and I start to light it. Maybe we can get a little bit of real light in here. Let's see.
As you do that, you feel yourself light the hooded lantern, but no light produces. It just...
This is weird. I don't like this place at all. I think we should leave.
I don't think it's meant for us to like. Something evil is down.
I think that's almost certain.
Does the fire...
They have got to be very evil.
Oh.
Phandalin like runs up to you when you say, "I think we should leave."
Does the fire look kind of like what I would know as a continual flame spell, or does it look completely different from what I would know that as?
You've never seen anything like this.
Okay.
You could guess that it might be, but you've never produced a fire quite this tall, thick.
Can I go up close to it and see if it's like, I don't want to touch it, but I want to see if it goes down a hallway, or can I see around it at all?
Yeah. Actually, Thoroughly did roll a really high perception check. You can also, if anyone else would like to investigate around the fire, you're welcome to.
I rolled a 27 too.
Oh yeah.
Technically, Zag's perception's better than mine.
Where? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So as you guys are looking kind of around you're trying to see past the flame. You can't see like much. It still continues to be this unusual darkness, but you do see like past maybe a little bit further. It's like a black space that you try to look around. It's almost like a physical object is standing in front of it, and just past that you see these like short humanoids, maybe 120 feet farther, that are dark skinned and short, and a tall figure. Kind of what all you can tell is that they're kind of like maybe barking orders, but they seem to be a little too far for them to see you. And the figure almost looks like, not like just you've seen something like it before in a old travel companion named Tharin. So it looks like some sort of drow.
Oh.
I can get over there, but I can't.
I'll pull out a scroll. One other person can too. Because the scroll's a misty step.
I'm sorry. Did I? So there's a physical object barring the path. That's what that darkness was, or was
it
there?
Seems
just...
like a magical darkness of some sort. And the closer you get to, like, the deeper, anyone who has the ability to cast spells, it's a weird feeling. You get just like an odd, like, taste in your mouth.
So I try and produce a little bit of flame on my finger behind like cover. Does anything happen?
Roll a d20.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
So you you start to do the produce flame, and even though you've said this ritual over and over again, nothing happens.
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna die. Guys, I can't do magic right now. I can't call upon the forces of nature near this thing I spit. Not like literally, but like I spit the words out.
How far are we from?
Yeah, how far from the fire does it start to feel that way?
No, wait a minute. No, I mean, how far are we from El Dorado? El Arrest.
You guys are about 20 feet from this blue flame. From what you can tell from like normal standards, you're about 20 feet. And you started to feel weird as you were walking through the woods. So, and then from the drow, you're probably 140, 150 feet away, and they it's almost like you're looking into a fishbowl more than anything. Like you're watching something.
How far away are we from El Terrell?
You are a day away.
Well, we could always go get reinforcements and come back.
Or maybe they know something about this area. The adventurers we saw obviously encountered something, so they have to know something about this. Maybe in Scornuble there'll be information too.
Can I take Zag? Can I have a good berry?
Yeah, sure. And I'll hand you one of the good berries.
So I'm gonna grab the good berry and lob it at the fire.
You look at the good berry, and generally when it is, he's given you one and you've taken it, it has like kind of a little brighter, a little bit glistening, and as you look at it, it looks like a normal like cranberry, and when you throw it to the fire, it seems to burn immediately on impact. Thoroughly, roll a history check.
History. I think I'm
Most
actually trained in that.
From the area.
Does it feel like we're in a
Wow.
mine?
You have heard some weird legends about the effects of the spell plague, and you know that generally there were only like very small pockets where this still affects places. You've stumbled upon what seems like one of them. You do know that people seek these out when they're trying to achieve like ultimate power, and you have not heard of many people coming back. Like entire parties charge, and 1-2 might come back.
I'll relay all of that.
Okay.
We want ultimate power, guys.
I do not want ultimate power, but I also don't want them to have it.
It's true, but if only a couple come back.
I think maybe we should note this place down and tell people at El Terrell.
Maybe not tell them. We don't know if they're.
Why would we not
wanting
tell them?
Because they
What?
might then try to gain ultimate power.
And then they'll die
Well-
for it, in theory.
You have a
Not
very
necessarily, 'cause
suspicious
some
mind.
Some people
Fly
come
in here.
back. At the same time, I kind of want to walk up closer to the flame. Does it feel like fire? Like, is it getting warmer? I'm not going to touch it. I just want to see if it gets warmer the closer you get.
It does not get warmer. It does not feel
Okay.
the real effects of fire.
Does it
But I
remind you?
saw it burn the good berry.
Yeah, it seemed to have burned it when it touched.
Okay.
Does it feel or remind me at all of the Forge of Spells?
Ooh, roll an intelligence check.
Okay. $13. Pretty good for a dumb old orc.
Hey, you're a half-orc, buddy. It's okay.
And you're smarter than me.
Part of it does. Part of it, you remember the Forge of Spells. It wasn't quite fire, but it looked like fire, and that part does kind of ring true.
Okay.
You don't know much about magic, but you're like, yeah, this is definitely magic.
Okay. And I'm sorry. So just to remind me again of like the setting, like the short, dark-skinned drow people that we're looking at are like surrounding the fire, and we're looking from like hiding, looking.
They're like way in the distance. It's like you
Okay.
can only see like pockets as you're like looking, trying to look around the fire. It's almost
Okay.
like a big, black thing is like standing. It's like some sort of not natural darkness. Like you cannot see through it, but
Okay.
as you're like trying to peek around, you can see just like
Okay.
some short creatures. In this realm, you would never have encountered them, but you might, as players, think of them as Duragard or deep gnomes.
Ah, it's for Fniblin.
And you see, like, you have seen a drow. Like, all of you have seen a drow.
Are we in a mine of some sort?
You're, like, in a tunnel. All
Okay.
you can tell.
Do we
Okay.
see the exit of the tunnel, or is it just still magical darkness? Or because we like walked through trees and then we're like, bam, tunnel.
Yeah, when you look back, you just see darkness.
Well, we may not have a choice on what to do here if we can't find our way out.
I think we should march forward.
I don't know if there's a way to get through that fire. We can't do any spells, and I don't have any way of getting over there without one.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's like the fire's like blocking the way of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't gather that. Sorry. Okay. Okay.
Just a second, I want to try something. I'm just seeing what's in a priest's pack.
Oh, you're gonna try and purify it?
Nope. I'm gonna pull out one of my 10 candles.
Okay.
'Cause it's not magical, whereas the good berry is, and chuck it at the fire.
All right. You take your candle out. It looks like a regular candle, and as you chuck it at the fire, it seems to, like, you don't see it come back, but it seems like it stops and is consumed by the fire.
Kind of the same way the good berry was.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
want to
think we can walk through.
real quick. Can I walk up to the fire
Mm-hmm.
with my hand axe
Oh,
Okay.
extended, and I just want to touch maybe just the tip of it into the fire?
All right. You get closer. You put your just the tip of your hand axe.
Oh, I
into
can't
the
watch.
Fire. Roll a dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh, this is what I have to cast resistance on before people do stuff like this. Here's an extra saving throw. Here's a D4. The only time it's ever gonna get used.
13.
All right. As you are trying to pull it back, you watch as you pull it back, the entire front part of your hand axe has been destroyed. It is
Okay.
gone, and no longer usable.
You guys, it's not like the Forge of Spells.
Are we sure that's not better? Have we tested it yet?
well, it looks like maybe we should go get some reinforcements if we want to come back here.
Really runs up and he's gonna grab Halek, but he's not gonna let him jump forward.
All right.
Try to scare him, but
Oh, okay.
instead of pushing, I'm basically pulling him away.
Oh god,
Okay.
look out!
Yeah, pretty much. Just like
Roll a hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
god.
gonna have to roll another dex save as
Another
you
dex save.
are very close to the flames and thoroughly using
I'm-
that action.
I'm fully pulling him back.
Yeah.
At advantage because he's fully pulling
No.
you back. 18.
Hello?
All right. Oh yeah, sorry. We have a landline at this house, and it keeps ringing. So you are able to, like, your hand starts to like make contact with the blue flame, even though they really like didn't like push you forward. Just the start that you have, begin like graces the front of it, and he pulls you back. But your axe is like, as you pull it back, it's like destroyed, just pieces
Okay, like
fall out.
mounted. Okay. Okay. And what's the ceiling look like?
You look up and it looks like drippy and gross.
Okay.
and stone, and it looks like slime is covered it.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I stop messing around with the fire, and I come back
Okay.
to where everybody else is. 'Cause, two close ones.
How far does the weird taste in our mouths extend to?
I mean, you so far you are like it's like putting a penny in your mouth. Like it is a metallic, like gross taste right now. It's real strong.
As I back
Just-
away,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, backing away, like, where's the line, kind of?
As you back away, it's still there. It doesn't seem to change.
So when did we start to notice it?
You may have started to notice past the woods, when with the magical darkness.
Okay, so quite a while
Yeah,
ago.
okay.
Are we in the Underdark? Is there a way that I would know that?
You have no idea.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know about the Underdark?
Okay, I will let you. What a sad request.
I know about things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Or maybe I don't know about anything, I guess.
But you look down there and you start to wave like Tharin, and then you're like, I know that's not Tharin. So that's all you know. About
Actually,
this place.
we wouldn't know that, I guess, in theory,
Yeah.
unless we recognize it.
I
You
hope
look
Tharn
like
knows
my
that.
gym teacher, only white. You know, 30 Rock. Anyway. Would anyone like to do anything else?
I don't think we can do any more here, boys, and I'm going to actually start backing up toward the exit.
Uh,
I follow.
yeah, I sort of look at Rona leaving, and I look at the fire,
Yeah, I'm headed up with Rona.
and then I just I
Two
don't
can
know
get
what to do.
through, one could get back, and the rest are useless, and the one that can't get back dies.
Right, and then that's if we can even cast the Misty Step spell. It looks like you can't. Zag couldn't even make flame.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying that as I back up. Does it
All right,
appear in
Could you
distance?
do water on it at all? Could
I'm
you
I'm
throw
gonna
water?
keep trying to. Can I actually make flame?
Oh, do you have holy water?
That's-
Thur?
Well, I
anybody-
think
yeah.
maybe one flask with the priest kit, but I forget.
Oh yeah, the priest kit might actually have some holy water.
But yeah, I'm just gonna
As a
I'll roll
rock
that
track.
d20 for you, Christine.
Yeah.
I just have in my inventory a priest pack, so I don't actually know what
Okay.
it contains.
I do have holy water, even if you don't.
Oh, you do, Rona?
No,
I do, yeah.
I do not have holy water. I have incense that I could start burning.
But Rona
We
has
can get
some.
fire.
Yeah.
Throw a little holy water on that bad boy.
As I'm walking back, I get a sudden burst of inspiration. I take my holy water out of my pack, and I just throw a splash. Not all of it, just a splash.
Okay. You throw a little splash towards it, and you watch as it hits the area, and doesn't seem to have any change or effect.
No, it's a pain in the ass. Let's go. So
Okay.
I walk back.
My last question, and then I'm turning
Yeah.
around.
You can ask. We can spend.
I don't want to spend
3
any more
hours
time
doing
here.
this.
But I'm curious. What does it look like? Anything is generating the flame, or is it just a flame hovering in midair? Is it like? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make a cry of a raven. using thaumaturgy.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Roll a d20.
Me or
No.
okay.
Zag, as you try to produce the flame, you see like a slight puff, but nothing like anything before. Thoroughly, as you try to make the sound of a raven with your thaumaturgy, though you've recited it perfectly and done the hand motions, you just end up going, "Ah!"
What are you doing? Really? I stamp my staff in frustration and stride purposefully toward the exit. Or the darkness that is the way we came in.
I am going to follow Zeg in hopes that he's following the way out. Can I maybe do
Wait a
survival
minute.
to see if I feel he's not going the right way?
Helix stopped and is looking to see if it's connected to anything. So I'm gonna just stop and look back at him and see what he's looking at.
You're looking, and it just seems to be like a wall. It doesn't seem to be attached to anything like on the sides. It seems to be like right in front of this opening. Like coming from the ground.
So it's like I look all the way, and then there's no space between the fire and the ground, and there's nothing. There's no piece of little anything that's producing it. It's just there.
Correct.
Okay.
Is there anything in this room with us, like statues or anything?
This is a puzzle, guys. I think.
I know. I'm kind of. It's like it's nagging at me too. But then I think Rona would just get disgusted and leave. But me, I want to sit there and play with it. Zelda girl.
You're looking and you're trying to find like anything, and it's like smooth as a baby's bottom. There are no marks. You know what? You do see some stuff on the walls. You see finger drag marks and blood, like someone's been dragged into the cave. And you can roll a survival check to see how old it is if you'd like, or if you would like to.
Yeah. Wait, did I see that or did Rona see that? I'm sorry, who are you talking?
I guess both of you are looking around.
Okay.
And it's all covered in that gross stuff.
Okay. We'll go with her as well.
Did you want to roll 2, Hunter? Or
yeah, I'm doing it. 10.
All right, yeah. It just looks like it just could be grooves from the rocks. You're not sure.
Okay.
It looks like maybe something's holding that up on the other side.
Okay. They're leaving. Okay.
You can tell us to come back.
If you want...
No, I don't have anything in particular. I'm just trying to figure this thing out.
There's no panels on the floor or anything? There's the walls, everything's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there an inscription that we have to recite, or
are there runes on the walls or something?
The slime is the only thing that we've encountered. There's rocks and there's slime. Can I gather some slime into my? Okay, so Bonchan licked the slime. Did anything happen? What was Bonchan's reaction?
You see Bonchan. Roll a Constitution check for Bonchan.
Oh, dang it. Okay, save or check. Babe, save or check.
We'll do a save.
Okay, it's okay. He'll be okay. He has an advantage on all saving throws.
Bonchan's OP.
Yeah.
Except I don't think he'd survive.
Sorry, I'm rolling overtime.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do advantage. Okay, well,
Right.
take that first one. That
A
15.
15 and a 5. You see him like trying to. As soon as he licked, he came over to you and threw up on the ground in front of you.
Nice.
And then he goes over and he's like rolling in it.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's lovely.
I don't know.
Can I take an empty healing potion bottle
Mm-hmm.
and
Scoop up Bonchon's puke.
no, close,
It's for science.
and the tip of my axe try and scoop some of the slime into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a nature check to see how much you can get.
That sounds like it would be terrible.
I love how into puzzles you guys are. Like, you're very. I think I could just leave this here and for like the next 2 hours you could try and get in, but I think the teammates are ready to head out.
Yeah.
What? Hey, listen. This is our jam.
Yeah.
You hold your vial up, and you take your axe and start scooping it into the vial, and it like comes over your hand. You scoop so much of it, and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Monster.
I am a monster. Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
Do some ASMR.
Thank you.
No.
You feel a burning sensation on your hand. You take 5 points of damage. Acid.
5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Heal it up with. Oh no, I don't heal it up because
All right.
I shake it off.
All right. Would anyone like to do anything else?
No, I like throw down the handle of my hand axe in frustration and just and then walk purposefully in the direction that we came.
All right. So Zag, you're leading the way.
Oh, sure.
Or did Thrilly leave first?
Oh no, technically I did leave first.
Thrilly's
yeah.
following Zag, but Thrilly's trying to make sure Zag is going in the same direction we came in.
Okay.
I
So
mean, was there honeycombed passageways?
Zag, you can roll a survival check at advantage.
For some reason, oh no, I can't click it.
And what's Dandy doing? Dandy's quiet.
I am trying not to die in this cave.
Okay. Zag, you start to walk forward. I will say the others are pretty far behind you, just with their exploring. But you're able to lead Thrilly and Dandy. You're kind of like feeling with your mouth, not with your mouth. That
You have
You're
an
trying to-
interesting way of tracking there, Zag. Is that from being a wolf or a panther or something?
It's a panther thing. You know how they're like no, sorry, not panther, a snake thing. I meant because you know that.
Oh,
They
I
taste
haven't
the
seen
air.
you turn into a snake. You do that?
I can do that, but I'm not going to.
Oh,
yeah. So you're
that might be for the best. Someone
you're
might be scared of you.
concentrating kind of like on the feeling of like you're smart enough to use like the like taste, and if it starts to feel stronger, or and your connection with nature is really able giving you the ability to find your way out, and soon you're in this like petrified wood again, past the darkness. You still feel like it's kind of like you didn't realize there was a bad taste until, until you were deeper in.
Yeah, almost it was
like, took a minute.
gradual, and then when you try and do magic, you're like, hey, wait a second, this is weird.
Yeah, and it's still there. Like it's still on your tongue. Like still, just it's overwhelming now.
Even magic dies here, I say to the group.
Glad I'm up.
Well,
Have I
that
caught
was
up to them?
productive.
I'm gonna make you and Rona do your own survival check.
Okay.
Because I am a mean person.
So, Dandy, do we want to find out how big of a radius this is, and if building a wall could be done?
We'll make them pay for it too.
Oh,
No, we'll
Oh no.
That's not
Christine.
bad. That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah.
Can I roll at advantage because I made a specific roll to like
On the
get
way
my
in, right?
bearings
Yeah.
on the way in, and I got an 18 on that roll?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
once our friends get out, although I thought they were right behind you, Dandy.
12.
All right. Between the two of you, you slowly fight to get your way out of this cave. You do get like confused and lost a little bit in the darkness, and you notice like as you walk through this, you can't even hear each other. This is like it starts to get a little scary. They are probably they were probably maybe like 5-10 minutes ahead of you, but now they've been waiting for a while, and eventually, like right when you think, where the hell are they finally poke their faces out. And this whole investigation, you look kind of at the time, and the like I guess you don't have fantasy watches, but maybe you have like a sundial or some shit. But you look at where the sun is in the sky, and it's like no time has passed.
Whoa.
sorry, dog's freaking out. Hold on one sec.
It's okay. So let's take a mini break real quick because my server's super hot.
Sure. I will put us on break. We are live.
All right. All right. So you had just found a pocket area off the main trail in an effort to make it safer, and you realized that it was a very strange and unfamiliar area that maybe had some more mysteries that you may need reinforcements to solve. Yeah, and you are back. The horses kind of just like look at you with like and look at you sort of like, all right, are you going?
I believe so. Yeah, we're leaving, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On back to what we were doing.
They're looking at you like when are you gonna leave? Like we thought you were leaving.
We just walked in.
Like, yeah, they're a little confused. And Honor, of course, comes and nuzzles you. And Dandy, your horse, which has no name, runs over, licks the goop from your hand, and immediately throws up. And
Why would you do that?
it looks at you like, why'd you let me do that?
There is something wrong with this horse, guys. I think you want to trade horses? Anyone want to trade horses?
Sure, I'll try trading horses.
Isn't yours like a pony, Dandy?
It's smaller, but I mean, we're all pretty small, right?
I'm a dwarf. I'm
Yeah.
not that much shorter than you, I think. But how tall are you there, Dandy?
About 3 foot.
Yeah, I'm 4'3", so I'm only a foot taller. That's only
That's not too bad.
my toes might drag a couple times, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Hearing this conversation, the horse kind of backs away from you, looking at you like you're much more armored than Dandy, and it
I'm only wearing light medium armor.
kind of
Are you calling me fat?
You thick, really. You're thick.
THICC.
it kind of it gives a horse like and nuzzles at you, Dandy, and tries to lick more goop off of your hand.
Stop that! Stop it! This stuff is gross. I don't know what it is. All right. He's chosen me. Once a horse bonds, they bond for life. I know this.
It makes eye contact with Honor and it's like,
Thrill will go back to his normal horse.
all right. Hey, look, what's your horse's name?
Oh, I always forget. But there's only room
Wait, I
in
wrote
my
this down.
heart
Hang on.
for one animal.
Oh, I didn't write yours down. That's weird.
It's also
no.
named Bacha.
So is it Josie or Rosie?
Yeah. What rhymes with Bonchan?
Rochan?
Ronchan.
Sean John.
John John.
Oh my god.
John John.
All right, so your horse is kind of fine with you boarding them again.
My horse's name is
Boarding.
Sean Puffy.
Boarding.
Prepare to be boarded, horses.
My
I
horse's
told
name
you.
is Sean Puffy Combs.
Oh my god.
Sean Puffy Combs. Okay.
It just came to me. I don't know what it is. It
What
just
is
came-
he doing? Now I'm
No,
gonna go
it's
on-
good. It's good.
What is he doing nowadays?
I don't know. I mean, at this point in this realm, he doesn't exist. So this is just a vision that came to Halek about some
had
sort
a
of
dream.
music maker, some bard.
Puffy.
A bard in
Combs.
fashion design.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
I'm sticking to it. That's my horse's name.
Sean Puffy Combs.
Say
All
that
right.
again for me so I can write it down.
Sean Puffy Combs. As in
Yeah.
P. Diddy. or
Oh
Puff
my God.
Daddy.
Puff Daddy.
That's
Those
a
are all-
lot of names.
Those are all things that I call him.
Hey,
That's
Puff
me.
Daddy, get us out of here, Puff Daddy. Clippity clop your
And
way
you're-
out of here.
You're riding like a piebald, like a brown and black spotted horse. It is like shrugs. The horse shrug. All right.
On to Scornubel.
Okay. It takes about half a day. I think you're actually 2 days. I don't know. You're half a day from Cornwall, just based on where you slept. Oh yeah, because you were in Burda. Okay. And this is known as the Caravan City. It's bustling. Everyone's kind of minding their own business, and it's a pretty typical day. You see just like all different kinds of people, and you do notice that this light, there's a almost blinding light that covers every inch of the city, and you get the feeling that this is to protect the city from undead.
Sweet.
Yeah. And if you guys want to pass right through, you're welcome to. If there's anything you wanted to do shopping or stocking up wise.
Hmm.
You do see a temple called the Healing House of Lathander.
Ooh.
Does anyone have any shopping they need to do, or?
Nope.
I mean, I'm always looking for healing potions.
We have just
I have 5 personally on my
Yeah.
body right now.
I have 2.
I have 2 also.
I think we're good.
I've got 1, and all but Dandy can cast healing spells.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think we need any
And-
more.
I don't know.
healing
I feel
spells.
like we could probably use some. No, I think we're fine.
We're just clinking constantly, full of just these vials.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you walk through.
Can I keep
the
an
city.
eye out for pickpockets?
Yeah,
After-
yeah.
100%.
After giving DM that idea.
Roll a perception check.
Fuck me.
Great. Okay. You are looking for. You're keeping an eye out for pickpockets, but you're keeping an eye out like this, like pantomiming, like looking, and you're like as people pass by. As you're looking, you feel your pouch get a little lighter.
Ooh, can I roll perception to see if I see any of this happen?
You wouldn't really be looking if you want to roll a general perception check.
Yeah,
Depending on.
I just want to see.
Okay.
Because I'm behind him.
Oh, side quest: take down the Thieves Guild.
What do I get? Oh man.
Oh my god.
Can I roll to see what I get?
You can certainly roll, but you are all just loudly, like, watch out for pickpockets.
Right.
They got pickpockets
This is the
here.
Caravan City. I heard there's.
I almost
pickpockets.
can't carry how much gold
Oh,
we have.
there's so much money in my pockets.
You do see like some strange going ons around you. Just because like 2 people rolled perception, I'm not gonna let you stop anything, but you do see that there are like some tricksters around. You see like a couple like women lose jewels, and a beggar who, like, as soon as he thinks no one's looking, only see the Zag. Oh my God, Josie. um, you
She's
see,
just after ice cream.
you see him like kind of walk away and do a little like heel clap as he's walking. Yeah, you get the feeling that this is not a place for the easily like tempted. You could lose your wallet here.
I clutch
and
my cool wallet close to my body.
and you do see a sign that as you're passing that says trust. Actually, you see an old man, and he's wearing a sign that says trust no one. He's clanging a bell. Trust no one. Doppelgangers afoot. Doppelgangers afoot. You! And he points his finger at Dandy. You might be a doppelganger. Don't separate from your party. Doppelgangers afoot. Doppelgangers afoot.
Duly noted.
Ding.
I think I've got some of their blood on me. Honestly, I've got a
Hmm.
vial of doppelganger blood with me.
Can I insight check him, see if he's like
He is the
just
doppelganger.
insane,
Ooh,
just insane, or if like
Yeah,
he's doing this because there have been these issues.
you can do that. And Dandy, what were you saying?
I was gonna just look around on the street for somebody who's got their shit together a little bit more than this guy.
try
Okay,
and
go
pick
ahead
their
and roll
pocket?
perception.
Perception. 4 rolls. 3 and a 2 today.
So you are thoroughly. Oh wait. You are looking at him, and your god is the trickster god. You don't quite trust it. And you're not really sure. Let me just do something. And Dandy, you're looking around, and as a former member of the I don't know, a shady business, you definitely see like some stores and some bars that you could probably find someone who's a little bit more level head. And thoroughly, you don't remember much about learning about school, but you do remember that this is the proximity of this place to what you just found, and the spell plague and all this other weirdness. He might have something. He might be right.
I suggest we just keep moving. I think this place is a little shadier than we want to deal with.
I'm gonna walk up to the town crier and say to him, "What are you talking about? A doppelganger?"
A doppelganger, a person that looks like another. My wife, I slept next to her for so many years, and when she died, she was gray and black and red-eyed. You can't trust anyone here. Hold the hands of your party. Don't let them out of your sight.
Are you saying she came back?
She wasn't who she said she was. Ding, 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 ding.
Is that him walking away?
Watch your valuables and watch for the doppelgangers.
Well, he might be insane, but that's interesting that
It is possible.
he's talking about a...
We've encountered one before.
But that was in a dungeon or in the cave, right?
Gray skin and red eyes, though. I've never seen an undead with gray skin and red eyes. Do I know anything about that?
Not undead. It's the. Do you remember when we first encountered Nesnar in the Way Echo Cave? and I
You talking about
shot.
the giant?
I blew a
The-
fireball at him
Big
and his
fireball
bugbear buddies, and I incinerated them, and it was pretty great. But then it wasn't Nesnar.
But they had
You-
gray skin and black and red eyes.
Yeah, the dead body that we found. It was a little blacker because I crisped him a little, but
Did they have normal looking blood? I'm gonna pull up my vial and look at it. Was it?
It was like grayish red. It didn't look like human blood.
All right. If we have any suspicions, we can just cut someone and then see what color their blood is, if they'll let us. We probably don't lead with that. We
bleed
probably,
for me, heathen.
that sounds a little crazy. I was thinking perhaps we should maybe ask some people about this this magical protection they have over the town. Maybe we could use it in some way.
Is there a church anywhere?
We were told of a temple, right?
There's a temple. You also see some bars. A house of lady favors is run by a very strange looking creature.
Strange looking creature.
It looks like the upper body is of a human, but from the waist down, it's like this particular one looks like a lion from the waist down. Like if the centaur had the bottom was a lion, and she's lounging casually, smoking on a hookah, and like flicking her tail, and you see a man walking in.
And people aren't freaking out about this thing. Just hanging out.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Just hanging out. It's just hanging out, and people are passing by. You see like a couple tourists. You know, they have like fantasy, like bucket hats on, and you do hear like a gasp of a man. So not everyone is as comfortable, but it looks like the locals don't seem to mind it.
All right. I will keep my hand on my dagger just as we're getting a little close to it. You know, it's weird looking. I'm gonna try
It
and.
winks at you.
I turn my head and walk away. I guess a bar is probably more my speed. I could probably talk to some people in the bar. I don't know about a church or anything.
We have very good rates.
Are
You, and it gestures to Zag. You look like you could use a night with a beautiful woman.
No, that's
You really could. You really could.
that's
Oh,
perfectly
we
fine.
probably
Thank you.
could.
No, that's
Or
I'm
you?
pushing him towards
no. Contested strength roll. Contested strength roll.
He needs
Or-
to relax.
Or you? We have women and men. The
Same
greatest
time.
brothel in the South.
Fabulous. Get in there, Zach.
No thanks. Freudian slip there.
Oh.
No thanks.
I
No thanks.
feel
No thanks.
So, exactly how good are your rates?
Sorry, what?
What'd you say?
Oh, what are the rates? You said. Okay.
Yeah, exactly what are the rates?
Well, for the 5 of you, I could cut you a deal.
5 of us.
You could each have your own, or if you
The
would
5
like
of us separately.
I cast
We're
resistance.
We're an adventuring party, not that kind of party. I don't.
I cast
She
resistance on
shrugged.
Halek and remind him of his wife and kids.
Right. Yes, just so I can warn people of how much you are probably overcharging for this service.
Don't be so
I'm
fast
happily
to
married
judge.
and,
Oh,
My cheeks
we
hurt.
see many happily married men, and we keep them happy here.
I
I'm
wanna
sure
insult-
you do, and I don't want to insult you. I'm party to insult you, and I know your time is valuable, so I'm going to hand her 10 gold and
Wow!
ask her if she knows anything about the cave or what we saw or if there's really anything that's going on with the doppelgangers.
She kind of backs away, and she's large. Like, she's a large creature. She takes your gold and puts it in a satchel. A, a woman who understands the value of time. She looks around, kind of back and forth. Scornubo is not like many villages or towns, and those with the propensity for valuable skills, such as myself and the doppelgangers, are welcomed here, and we dare not stretch our luck.
So the doppelgangers live here in peace.
Many of them, yes.
So the town crier, is he just insane, or?
He's not insane, just met the wrong one and had a bad experience.
How is your relationship with the local authority here? Did they look the other way, or?
I provide a service that many travelers enjoy, and I'm on good terms. But like the wind, they can change quickly.
Are they corrupt, or are they kind of on the up and up? They worship Lathander and try to see the good in all of Lathander's creation. Do I know that god's name?
You would. He's like a pretty basic god. He is he's the god of the Morning Lord. He is the deity of creativity, dawn, renewal, birth, athletics, youth, and vitality. And he protects against the undead.
I'm gonna look back at the party and say, well, do you want to go see them about the cave?
That does make sense.
Yeah.
We should at least tell them, I think.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. So maybe we'll come back and hit you up for your other services as well.
I have only the best in this realm.
I'm sure you do.
Is she like a working girl, or does she just run the front? What's going on?
The madam.
I want to
madam.
insight check. Can I insight check her that is the best in all of the realm?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Yes.
Sandy, you can certainly roll a perception check.
Because if it's the best in all the realm.
Wow.
Oh,
He doesn't want it. It's not to be missed.
Alright,
Wow.
this is 9.
Dandy, you are so overtaken. Like, at first, like, just out of the corner of your eye, you thought, like, horrible, horrible. And then now that you're looking at her, you are, like, full on seduced by this person, by this woman. She's the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful creatures you've ever seen. She has, like, this beautiful coffee colored like body. I don't know, like lion body, and
Those lion haunches. Mm.
no, and she's like wearing like gold and just is like selling her business. And hey, like you don't know really if she's lying or not, but you are convinced. You're pretty convinced.
Okay.
Yeah.
I real quick, I'm gonna roll never mind. No, it's fine.
You love this cat lady.
I was just gonna roll something to see how seduced I am, but I don't. I think of Kinga and shake it off. It's just been a long time on the road, you know.
Yeah, she is what you would. Yeah, I won't tell you what she is. She's like very interesting, and she has tentacles now.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. I keep thinking it's only doing it. I say never mind.
All right.
I'm gonna roll that sweet perception and see if I can find some magical stuff, trinkets or otherwise.
I want to help you because I'm looking for a dummy's guide to magic.
You can use my 21 earlier, or do you want me to re-roll?
Oh, when did you roll?
That was like pickpocket era.
Okay, no, you had to re-roll.
Cool.
Because you're walking through this city. It is pretty cool.
And do you want Halek to make his own or advantage me?
He would have to make his own.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you are able, as you stand, like, as you get, like, kind of to the center of town, you see, like, very clearly, like, a very fine magic store.
Oh, Halek, are you, still looking for one of those books?
Yes, that looks awesome. Let's go check it out.
Everyone else, are you all interested?
I think I'm gonna go look for a guard, but you let me know if you find anything.
Yeah, we'll meet you around here in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right, and this is like I don't think I said it well enough. It's like a small city. It's pretty big. Yeah. So, Danny, you
I
kind
stealth
of.
away from the group,
All right.
and I return to Mrs. Lion Lady.
Oh no!
Damn, that stealth is so
Very
high.
Yeah, you do not find him. All right. Well, first, do the magic store with Zag, and Halek. Yeah, and then Rona, and then Dandy.
Everyone's just kind of standing in the square doing a slow circle, wondering where everyone ran off to.
I did talk to you.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
Oh.
we said, does anybody want to come with us?
Yeah, you saw them. They did invite.
Did I see which way they went?
Yes.
I literally
I'm gonna
invited the
hurry
party.
off in that
We invited everybody.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide what to do. And...
Okay, I see.
All right. Yeah. So you enter like a very, like it looks pretty a nice like fantasy world. No, a nice store. As you enter in, it's like probably like a small for like our standards, but for like this medieval town, it's a good sized store.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a catalog lying around?
That
That
you
was
see a
yeah, anything.
well-dressed person, and they just say a catalog.
Sorry. An inventory, or I don't know if I have time to go through all of these items individually.
What are you looking for?
Wands are interesting to us, right? I think, hey, like you're interested in wands
Yeah.
and books. Wands and books.
Well,
Wands?
My scenario is that I and some of my close companions have been recently put in charge of protecting and discovering and learning more about a something very magical that I can't really delve into too much. And I don't know much about magic. I know some magic, but I want to know more. I want to. Where do I start? That's my question. Where do I start? And do you have any resources for me that can help me?
Well, here. He goes over to like a very large, like 6 foot bookshelf. Pulls off like what you can see is volumes of this like kind of like a easy reader.
Magic for Dummies.
Yes. This is what all the first year magic students use to get the basics.
Okay. Yes, this is volume 1, beginning, initiate.
Yes, and in the back there are some cards of people who offer magic lessons. You might want to stop in and take a few practical lessons when you have a couple days to spare. And there's like a list of like magic stores with classes, basically.
Ooh, cool. Yes, this is exactly what I've been searching for. Thank you so much. What's the cost?
The book will run you 250 gold. Magic is not for the poor.
250, you say?
It's everything you would need to learn to do just the most basic of magics.
I produce from my pack Iarno's spell book. And I put it on the table, and I say, "So, here's another book. It's the spell book of a very powerful mage.
It is.
Is there any way we can make an even trade? I imagine that these volumes for beginner's magic are sort of a dime a dozen, and this particular volume that I have is beyond my comprehension, but there's some good stuff in here."
He takes it and he like examines it and says, "Yes, even trade."
Oh no, Haley.
You
Okay.
can. I mean, if you want to insight check it.
Yeah,
I'm there.
I do want.
I know how. I
Yeah.
don't know how valuable arcane magic
Okay,
is.
you two can insight. Only one roll per person. You could try and insight check him as the name.
Cool. I am sold.
I am less
Best
sold.
deal ever.
Less sold.
Okay,
Okay.
as Halek's eyes light up.
Coming in on this.
Oh yeah, and Thoroughly,
Yeah.
you could also.
Okay. I'm just curious when I would have come in, but if I'm there, I'd be inciting.
The tone of voice
Yes.
he used and how quickly he accepted.
And not financially inclined, Halek's eyes light up and think like he's like, this is a great deal. And as that happens, Halek and Thoroughly are ready to turn over the book, and Zag, you manage to
Hand on the
look.
book. Yeah.
Okay, I want to take an aside with this. I want to take an aside with Zag. To me, this seems like a great deal. What are we gonna do with the Arno spellbook?
From what I've learned from, or what I assume from Iarno, was that since he's so powerful, his works will be very valuable. Probably more valuable than that book. What I suggest is we add things to the deal until he doesn't like the deal, and then maybe we take some stuff away. So maybe I put a wand on there, or another book, or a scroll maybe, and then we just sort of, build it up. It'll be like a trade, a transaction.
Okay, all right. So you're saying pull the offer of the book.
Well,
And-
in addition to all the other things we buy, we'll trade for those.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. I'll let you take the lead. I'm bad at this.
I know, it's understandable. I mean, I traded the bear pelt that was probably worth more, but we weren't getting any use out of it, or the bugbear pelt. So I understand where you're coming from. So we're just gonna wait and see what we can buy, and then maybe we can make a trade at the end. Is that okay with you? What is your name, Mr. Shopkeep?
He looks at you, but we just made a deal.
I
my
didn't think he agreed to it.
No. I'm sorry. You can't go by me. I'm a very poor business person.
fine.
That's why I travel with this companion. He stopped me from doing something stupid. That's me being 100% straightforward with you, sir. And apparently that's a bad deal, and I can't do it. I'm sorry about that.
You're lucky. You're lucky you have a friend like this.
I am.
He looks like a little exasperated. I'm Grigo. I'm sorry about not introducing myself. All right. If you would like to do this book, it is pretty valuable. We can continue to.
Sure. It looks like you're very desirous of it, and we don't have a huge use for it right now, so we gladly trade you for some of your goods.
Okay.
What do you have for wands, scrolls, and staves, or any other books that you think we may be interested in?
He points to like a small selection of wands. They're like little inscriptions. There's a wand of the War Mage. There is a rare wand called the Wand of Binding. Wand of Fear. Let me just put this in chat.
For binding, did you say?
Yes. And those are the wands.
So, would a wand help me at all as a staff user? Does it matter?
Yeah, like anyone can use a wand.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. It's like magic for dummies.
Cool.
The War Mage would basically replace your staff and give you the +1.
I could attune to both and occasionally use Nesnar's abilities or whatever, but...
Yes.
Oh, Word of Binding's cool. And what was the third one, did you say?
The third one... Wait, what third? Oh, I posted in Discord.
Oh, Discord.
Yeah, check Discord.
Oh, cool.
Dang.
He has like quite a selection of these. Yes.
Are all of these included?
These are all of these. Like as you're looking around, these are all the items that he's selling.
Oh,
What
that's
is-
dope.
Is that the usage on the side?
So the DMG is like the page, or the page is on the Wand of Web. Like it's like just what it looks like.
Spend a charge, cast web.
Yeah.
C15. I've got my DMG open right now, so anything you guys want.
I will put the Wand of War Mage and the Wand of Magic Missiles on.
Yeah,
the
how much is
table.
that? How much is this? These two?
Let's see. So, and just to let you know, just because they're available doesn't mean they're within your price.
Price
Sure,
range,
sure,
yeah,
quick,
no, exactly.
So each of the items that say uncommon, are 500 gold.
500, yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
And the rare are between 800 and 5,000.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like we're kind of priced out of this place.
Well, it depends on how much your book is worth. Hey, like he said it was an even trade. It's probably worth at least 500 gold. It's got a lot of spells in there. I looked at it once or twice.
And now that I've had a minute to reconsider, like, there's probably some nasty spells in here that I don't know if we should just give to just anybody. Is there a moral implication here? I'm not good with my morals.
I mean, as long as we assume everybody's basically good, which druids like to believe, I think. I feel like we're both getting something out of this deal. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's honestly he's obviously dishonest or going to take advantage of people, but I don't know that he's evil.
Anything other than wands, potions, and scrolls in this shop?
No, but when you came in, you did an armory next door, so
Okay.
you know.
I was just curious what all he had.
Thoroughly. What
So
do you
no
think?
rings?
No rings. We'll just say in this place, there's no rings.
Cool.
Nope, that's fine.
In terms of the morality of the situation, Thoroughly, how are you feeling? Do you think it's a mistake to give up this spell book?
I do. Although we can get a bunch of stuff by the looks of it.
Yeah.
That might be for the greater good. I think it comes down to how much he's willing to pay for it, essentially. All of a sudden, instead of us being the buyers, we've become the sellers.
Yeah. Let's see if we can do the Wand of Magic Missiles, the Wand of the War Mage, and the spellbook for dummies with this for this spellbook. Let's see what he says.
And
Just
make
a
sure to watch him carefully, given his past reactions.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm okay with.
And I'm just. What's the ruling on spell scrolls? Do they have to be in your class's spell list?
It's the DC. It wasn't it like there's a DC 10 plus.
The spell
the
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's outside of.
Yeah.
Your
If
casting
it's
levels,
above
you can
your
cast.
level,
Okay,
it's
but
above
what
your
if,
level thing too.
What if it's a second level spell that normally a cleric cannot cast?
Then it would be like a DC 12, basically.
Okay, so I could still do it. I just have an additional DC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think at the very least we should try to get this Wand of Magic Missile.
You love this magic.
I love the Wand of Magic Missile.
I think we try to also throw in something a little bit rarer, like that Cone of Cold scroll.
I think that's what what did knock out Dandy. Speaking of Dandy, I look around the shop. I don't actually do anything about it now,
This
obviously.
is how this works. Like, I think we start with more than we would get. And
Right,
work our way
yeah.
backwards.
That sounds good. That sounds good. You guys do it.
Good luck. Have fun.
But I do want that book real bad. That's my only condition.
Yeah, I'll actually put a potion of greater healing in there as well. And I will yeah, so I think that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
He's watching you guys as you're.
So
Can I take a look at this Magic for Dummies book? Is there like a price listed on it?
yeah, the price tag's like $2.
The MSRP.
No, there's not.
Okay. I
You
didn't
look-
think there would be.
and even though you're like a basic, it's definitely much more complicated than you can understand. Like because it's like wizard stuff. So as you're looking through it, it's legitimate.
Okay, so how about all these things for a rare one-of-a-kind spellbook of a mage with, some powerful spells?
No. Are you kidding me? You have like $2,000 worth of merchandise on here, and this book is not worth that much.
Right, so sorry.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah. I was
Sure.
definitely watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too, because now I'm paying attention.
I mean, he seems to be aware of how much his goods are worth.
Cool. So I'll
It is
remove...
goods. It is goods, but what about
Yeah.
our goods?
You also know that this is called the Caravan City, which means there's a lot of buying and trading, which you are not proficient in, and he may be.
Right.
I didn't get that skill!
Yeah, it's gonna be an add-on skill you can all get.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, and I'll remove the potion of greater healing, and I'll put that back on the rack.
Mm-hmm.
That'll put us down to around 1,500.
Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
is worth at least that.
I was going to say, there's a lot of trouble in obtaining this.
There was a lot of
pretty sure-
trouble creating these items.
So it sounds like we're equal then.
Yes,
Perfect.
but not trouble that risks your life.
He gives you a cold, long stare thoroughly. And what do you know about enchanting magical items?
Booga booga.
Dun dun dun. So what? So we have 2 wands, the book, and what did you have up there, Thoroughly?
The spell scroll cone of cold.
He slides the spell scroll away, and one of the wands. We'll begin talking at this.
I slide.
I don't think that's worth it.
I slide the book toward him, and I say, "Take a closer look at this book. This book is from a very powerful mage. I'll allow you to examine it for a little while, but it's not some grade B garbage. This is the real deal."
I know, but I have access to some already. I don't need everything on here.
Can I, with what I just said to him, can I roll a persuasion check?
Sure. This is a intense bargaining.
6.
Gentlemen, you're insulting me at this point. I know what my enchantments and my work are worth. And if we want to be friends, if you want to come to me for other things, I think we should have an agreeable transaction.
I pull them aside again, and I say, the city is not inaccessible, and it's probably the best selection of magical items that we've come across. Maybe we do make a good have a good relationship with this guy, and we can always come back and get some sweet stuff.
True. How much gold do you have right now, Haley?
I have 200. I have 302 gold pieces.
If you would like, we can make this deal, and we can both go in on both wands, so that way we'll get both wands and your book, and I will be happy with that purchase.
Yeah, me too.
Thoroughly, is there anything you need to get out of this deal?
I'm going to cast.
Oh shit!
No, and I'm gonna whisper to who it's going to.
Oh, okay. We gotta fill this dead air with some sweet beats.
Sorry. This will be going on when you guys are having this conversation.
Sure.
This is a 3-hour shopping.
Who needs action when you can go shopping in D&D?
Hey, these are awesome items.
How much is Electrum worth? Is it like half a gold per each Electrum?
Isn't it 10 gold?
No.
What?
Silver's 10.
Silver's 10, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
No,
Electrum
10
is
gold
half.
is...
So it's 2 Electrum per gold?
Wait, silver pieces are worth 10 gold pieces?
No, the opposite. 1 gold, 10
okay,
silver.
Okay, I was gonna say.
So Electrum is 2, so I'm just gonna add my Electrum to my gold total right now, so I don't have to do that math anymore.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will turn to the sorry, his name was started with a G, but I didn't write it down.
I didn't either.
We'll call him Galadriel, right? Galadriel?
Galadriel is
You
perfect.
were capable
Garfield.
of replying.
Galadriel, this is a good talking point, and I put the second wand back on the table. We're actually willing to go in on this you and purchase this wand outright if you're willing to deal with us in the future as well. We have a tendency to run into things we don't always need, and we'll gladly think of you first.
Okay.
So I'll pull out my platinum and say, so this deal and 400 for everything in addition.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
No, come on,
Persuasion check. 11. That's over 10, but not far.
Okay. It's a deal.
All right. I'll take 200 out of mine, so that's 20
I'll
platinum
take
gone.
200 out of mine.
I'll toss Halik the wand of magic missiles.
I feel like we haven't made money in a while.
We've been busy defending a town. No, we got money from defending Grinnis, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
I
You know what? We didn't skin the ogre pelts. We didn't skin the ogres. That's what the issue was.
All right.
And I will add that wand to my inventory.
Alright, so we got a wand. What did we actually wind up with just now?
Warcaster, magic missiles, and your book.
Okay, cool.
And we lost Yarno's spellbook.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Why Yarno spellbook?
All right, you can play now, Erica. It's your turn.
All right. So you're heading out?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay,
Thank you,
we are
Galadriel.
going
We'll
to-
see you next time we pass through Squanooble.
He nods, like, okay. And peace be with Lathander be with you.
And with you as well. I sort of stumble through the awkward.
Okay. All right, Rona. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to type out what. So I'm just gonna be looking around for somebody who's a little bit more polished than the rest of the guards.
Okay.
Seems to be more authoritative.
Roll a perception check.
Oh boy, my favorite.
All right.
I hate these fucking dice so much, you guys. It's not even funny.
It's actually kind of hard for you to decipher who the police force are, but when you do manage to find someone, so kind of in a uniform, they look about like a regular average person, just seems to be wearing the same uniform other people are.
I'm going to walk up to him and say, "Are you part of the guard in this?"
I mean, we don't really have. Yes, I'm part of the Red Shields.
The Red Shield. That's that's the name of the guardians of the city.
For now,
Can I insight check him
Sure.
to make sure he's not like some gang member? And
Yeah.
of course, I just lost my. Have to refresh. Sorry, and it's taking forever to load back up.
He's wearing like red, like almost just like red. What are those things that people wear, like greeters at Salvation Army?
What?
Full of things. It's like a
like a tavern or a
I guess, yeah.
like a
it's just
street
like
sign?
only cloth. I
Sandwich
don't know
board?
what it's called.
The
Yeah.
taverns, right?
But no, it's not actually. It's like a cloth like tunic that's wrapped in. You see that he is armored and has a shield. But he's not like menacing looking. The guards in this area don't seem to be menacing looking. Did you want to roll a perception, insight investigation?
Insight or investigation?
Insight, I guess. Oh yeah.
I got a 13 in real life. I hate these dice so goddamn much.
They're really mean to you.
They really are.
He seems like
super genuine.
You're not really like everyone in this town looks a little bit shifty, and he definitely like he looks like a mercenary more than a member of a higher group, if you will.
All right, so I'm going to say to him, I don't know if you have a leader or somebody I could talk to, but my friends and I, we found something outside of your town that appears to be a gathering place for Durgar and Drow, and I don't know if you want somebody to take a look at it or if it concerns you, but we didn't want to leave here without letting you know. I don't know, Josie. That's all I can say.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Thanks. We know. That's why they hire us to lead them out of town. The best to do is fight them and go on your way.
So you know about the cave with the blue flame?
Not about the cave, but we know about the hordes of undead.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Best not to mess with the spell plague, ma'am.
The spell plague?
You've heard of it. It was a huge event that magic kind of turned upside down on its head many, many years ago. But he explains there are little pockets around here that they're pretty dangerous. That's why we have the light of Lathander shining on us and the rest of the city, and El Terrell and everything else.
Are you connected with El Terrell?
Well, we're part of the Western Heartlands. That's at any of the towns that are lit by the companion. He kind of gestures to the light.
So El Terrell worships Lothendar as well?
I mean, they have more gods than us, but we love Lathander here.
Right.
Or they do. I'm not from here. I just take work where I can.
All right. So, if it's not an immediate concern, I guess it's okay then?
Look, messing with the spell plague can corrupt you quickly. We've seen a lot of good people, try to stop it, and they twist their minds.
Do you know how to?
They're not.
Since you've been fighting it so long, do you know how to prevent the madness from taking hold, or?
You don't mess with it, and it doesn't mess with you.
Well, to be fair, me and my friends are the sort who try to stop trouble before it starts, and sometimes the baddies are after us. What happens if we run into it? Do you know any measures?
I wouldn't know anything. All I do is fight the undead if they come for the caravan and hope I survive.
Do you know anybody who would?
Keep asking around. Be careful, though. There are a lot of ears.
Any place I should start?
Someone you trust.
I don't know anybody here but you.
Well, this isn't just a scornuble problem. The light of the companion hits all of this area because it's around us.
All right. Well, I appreciate your help. I'm going to walk off and look for my friends.
All right, Dandy.
Poor Dandy. He just wants to get laid.
Yeah, so you approach this beautiful creature that is half human and the lower half lion. She's like looks very grand on her like pillow, smoking, and she nods to you as you approach.
Hello. I don't know if you remember me. I came by earlier.
Yes, seconds ago I remember you.
Yeah. Well, it seems so. It was quite the walk. I came. Well, I don't normally do this, but how much would it cost for you and I to spend the day together? An hour together, probably 10 minutes together.
She's a hearty laugh. I am not in service, but I can have you meet one of the equally lovely creatures inside.
If they're half as beautiful as you, I will be pleased.
Well, they're all Lamia like me.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And she guides you into a room, and her like human hand pats your back very like caressingly, and puts you at ease. And as you enter this room that is like just covered in silk and like cushions, and there's this beautiful essence floating, and you see like potions everywhere. You see like the filter of love with like everywhere, and she offers you any what do you call it? Any supplements you may need, and you are greeted by 4 equally beautiful half human. One is like half deer, half human, and she's like very graceful, and I'll let your imagination run wild with like these other half human, half creature, I guess prostitutes.
All right. I will. I'll take the smaller of them. Probably the deer.
Yeah, she's like a nimble deer.
So weird so quickly. All right.
150 gold for an hour.
Does this come with anything? Do I get a filter of love as well? Can I get a sip of that?
We can give you a sip if you'd like. She like pours it
I'm just
out.
Nervous is all. It's been a while.
God. She gives you like a small portion of it that may last like you said 10 minutes, and she looks at you like
yeah, historically around 10 minutes is probably accurate.
She gives you about 15 minutes worth, either for you or for your companion. It is up to you.
I don't think she'll need it. I'm attractive enough. All right. I hand over the money in assorted. I'll just pay straight gold. That's fine.
All right. She collects it, and you are whisked to a room that is equally beautiful and like breathtakingly like just pungent with perfumes, and it's also a little bit gaudy with how it's like basically a cheesy. Once you're in there, you're able to do whatever you would like for 15 minutes. That's as much as we'll do. And then
Fade to
or an
black.
hour. You can have up to an hour.
I imagine
yeah.
we spent the last 55 minutes just chatting.
All right. Yeah, and so he's gone while the others are discussing. Your conversations probably each took about a half an hour, and your Rona, if you would like to meet up with them, they didn't go very far. And thoroughly, did you have additional shopping?
Nope.
Okay, no armor or ring shopping.
No.
Okay.
I didn't. Is there a jewelry store? No, I don't have enough, so.
Okay.
Ignore
All right.
me.
And you wait around, and eventually you see disheveled Dandy. Actually, you can roll a stealth if you'd like. See how. If you
I'm
would like.
exhausted. I'm chugging a water skin. I'm not stealthing at all.
Then you see him come from the like House of Lady Favors, the beautiful Lamia mother of the house, if you will. Smiles like a knowing smile as you watch him walk out. And greets the rest of you.
I would.
Hey, what'd you get up to?
It was. Oh, nothing. I just blew off some steam.
Oh, right. That's what they're calling it. Well,
Yeah.
gentlemen, I'm glad at least one of us is a little less repressed. I talked to the guard. He didn't seem super helpful or to know a lot about the cave, but he did say that that it was the spell plague and that they kept the city from it. But I think we're going to find most of our help in Elturel.
I figured as much. That's where all our allies are, and at least people we can trust somewhat. I also want to test out my wand, though, and I jokingly stride towards the House of Lady Favors, and then I turn and point my wand at Dandy. I say,
I
I'm
thought you were
just
talking
kidding.
about a different kind of wands.
I thought you'd like that. Yeah, check out what we scored. And I'll just let him examine the wand, and then Halek got one too, and he's got a book.
Halek, you got a book?
Yeah. This is I produced my my level 1 magic book.
I totally freak out and kind of just like excitedly rip it out of his hands and like start like paging through it really fast.
Yeah,
This
I
is
like
incredible.
I encourage this behavior.
Encouraged violence.
No, like
This is so cool.
glad that
Look
everybody
at this.
yeah, I can't wait to start on page 1 and see what happens here.
Look at it. It teaches you all the hand movements and the words. Oh, it's got it spelled out phonetically.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so cool. All right. Well, as soon as you learn how to do something really nifty, you have to teach me. And
I can't wait. It's gonna be a little while though, probably.
Rhoda just kind of looks at the book a little jealously.
All right. So are you guys hitting the road again, or going to spend the rest of your time in Scornoble?
What time is this?
You all in all, you probably spent like 3 hours in the city. You're maybe like there.
I'm gonna, if you all don't mind, I'd like to stop in that armory.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna walk in and see what they have for axes.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually want to go with you because I have a melted hand axe. So I don't even have it anymore.
Oh, no. Yeah, you just had a little handle.
All right. So, I will just let everyone know you guys just happen to be in a small city. I'm not like, randomly just like, here are all the weapons that you can get. Just so not everyone's like, we're gonna be OP, but you're in like a couple big cities, so why wouldn't there be cool shit?
It's a
Yeah.
caravan. It's like a hub, so it makes sense.
Don't worry, nobody's upset that you're presenting us with cool shit.
I know.
You had sex with a laughing sister?
So wait, which wand did I get, real quick? I'm sorry.
Souls, right? You can
We had-
recharge that too, I think.
We had the Warcaster and the magic missile, right?
Yes.
Okay, which one do you want, Zag?
Of the wands?
Yeah.
I don't think this one will be useful to you, and I might share it with Thorilli when we get into tight binds.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm the Warcaster one.
Okay, cool. And then the magic missile, Thorilli has that one?
You got that one. I threw it to you.
I have it?
Yeah, I threw it at you.
Oh. Well, Thorilli was involved in this whole thing. Maybe we should give it to him.
He did painting gold out of pocket, first off. Secondly,
That's
I'm
true.
sharing this with him as well. So it's
Very
fine.
true. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hang on to this wand for right now.
Did you guys use party funds to purchase this, or
Personal for me.
not really?
Yeah.
Party, like, actual coinage is actually pretty low right now.
It's mostly because it's in gems still.
I've got a decent number of gems, but
Why are party funds low? Buy anything?
We went from
Yeah,
level
that's a good
5 in
question.
Lost Mines to just only getting paid from Greenest so far.
buying
Yeah.
potions.
Should we-
Typically, every time we've bought potions, if I've been there, I've thrown in the gold from party funds.
Did you send it? I paid for my potions last time. Did you take that out?
No.
Okay, cool.
The last one I've got was a little bit ago, but there's
That's fine.
not much
I mean, we
added
haven't
after.
done anything super heroic besides save Grennis, and then we got paid for that. So
Okay,
All right.
sorry. Rona was trying to do something. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
So you guys are looking for a weaponry and a smith and a armory, is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So I will send you the store kind of things for both of them because I figure you either are all going or you're going, like you're going to be together or in some order. Okay. And we'll start with the weaponsmith that you see. It's called the Griffin's Armaments, and a short elf is behind the counter, and he seems to be sleeping as you enter this 2-story stone-walled building. It has a green tile roof, and a small dragon skull hangs over like the back wall.
Hello.
Oh, oh,
Hi.
hello. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Oh, that's fine. I'm looking to see if you have any one-handed axes for sale that might be enchanted in some way, a small way.
An axe, like a hand axe, or a...
One like this, and I show you that I have.
Okay. He shows you to the wall. There's a few things that are enchanted. They're like anything in the equipment list is there, but I put in what is actually enchanted into the chat. And you are looking for, yeah. So there's no battle axe. Each one has a little twist on it.
Well, that one that has a holy symbol of a war god is cool, but that is rare, so I'm pretty sure I can't afford it.
Probably not, no offense, but I put a little extra on those, and this one took me like a year to enchant, and he holds up the sun blade, which is this like fantastic sword. It's like gleaming. Lathander, praise him, he helped me enchant this one, and ever seen an enemy turn to stone? It's pretty cool. Lost my brother though. That was sad, but
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I shouldn't test them on people.
No, generally not. Weapons and family don't mix.
Especially if you
Maybe
kill
one
them.
day you'll be able to enchant something. I don't see anything here that I can afford or would use because it's not an axe. So, is there anything that you like?
Me?
Yes, I mean,
Oh.
there's nothing here that's like. Oh, there's
Right.
one hand axe. It
I'm,
dissolves.
I'm curious. Do you have just like bargain basement, everyday adventurers hand axe, Walmart special?
That I do. That I do. He passes by the +1 hand axe and he shows you a regular, just everyday hand axe. This is gonna cost you 5 gold pieces.
I'll take it. That sounds great.
Thanks. He kind of like one eye kind of droops down.
Alright, so I examine it. Does it seem like shitty?
No, it seems like it seems like a nice hand axe, like nothing. Yeah, it's nothing like super fancy or enchanted, but it's well made.
Okay.
It is of like, did I say it was an elf, like an elven, so it's like got a little bit of extra like flair to it, but nothing exciting.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for this. This is nicer than I was expecting for 5 gold pieces.
He kind of gives you a look. That's how much they always cost.
All right. Well, sorry, I made my own before in the woods.
Okay, well this is finely crafted.
Great. Thank you.
Well, thanks for your time then.
Thanks, and he falls asleep as you guys leave.
I'll walk out.
Armory?
No, I don't really need. Probably
All right.
can't afford anything there anyway.
All right. So, are you guys headed out? Or are you gonna spend the night here?
I say we start walking if we have time.
Yeah,
The faster we tell the
really
trail, the
agrees.
better.
Yeah.
Can I sneak back real quick? And we don't have to go through the whole RP, but I don't know how much magic missiles cost. Like you didn't say the price, but is it something that I
was-
can sneak?
Yeah, go ahead and so roll persuasion check. Okay. So it's 500 gold pieces.
All right, thanks for your time.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So the day wears on, and even though you can see where the sun is in the sky, you start maybe like it took about. Actually, you know what? If you'd like to take a boat, there are boats that would take you there in a couple hours, or going the entire way will take you about 6 hours. It's really up to you. Like an hour, actually, via ship. It would cost you each 5 gold pieces.
I'm down for the ship. I don't often get
That sounds
to
pretty
go
cool.
on the water.
Yeah.
We
That
can
sounds
take our
fun.
horses, right?
Yep. Yep,
Does Halic get the extra feat with the wand of magic missiles? I think he can
What?
see in the dark anyway, but
It comes with a feat?
is that description meant to be there?
Oh, I'll check it. I'll just double check later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I should double check before I do things. Yeah, because there are definitely some additional things. All right, yeah. Okay, so I will send you guys item descriptions. Okay,
Do I
so
have to attune to this wand, or
there
can I
is
just-
no attunement for, I believe, either. of
Okay,
these
cool.
wands.
Oh,
I know
really?
for the magic
No.
missile. Magic missile, there's none.
I think the War
let me-
Mage you do because it gives
I
you
definitely think you have to
Yeah.
for that one.
So that makes Nesnar's and then my War Mage.
Okay.
I
All
paid
right,
my
yeah,
5
you-
gold. Take me to Elturel.
And Danny, you feel extremely virile after this. You feel like even like a little extra tough after your hour with the maiden.
Constitution bonus of +2. Thanks, Christine.
So the wand of magic missiles you do not need to attune. Wand of the war mage you do need to attune.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to make it, and though you would have made it late at night, you actually get there probably around like 6 o'clock. And El Terrell, though smaller than Scornubel, is bustling. And you see a bunch of servants like running back and forth. You see women and men and everything in between just dressed like very festively. And you guys have entered the festival of the werebear.
Ooh.
3-day
Ooh.
festival. And as soon as you get off the boat, you hear someone say, coming for the festival of the werebear. And they hand you each a flyer, which I will send out to you. And that's where we'll end it for the night.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Werebear.
The werebear!
Yay!
That sounds fun.
Successful mission. Got stuff.
We got a bunch of
weapons,
cool
got
stuff.
Magic.
Got laid.
Good person.
Yeah, it should have just taken like a couple days, like in one session to get you over there, but I thought like little things would be fun.
Oh, it was definitely.
And yeah, I guess
Awesome.
we'll end the stream there.
We made it! Together we made it!
Yay!
We made
You're
it!
in Elturel.
Yeah, alright, awesome. Thank you everybody for stopping by. We finally made it to our
Thank
destination.
you.
Cool.
It only took 2 sessions.
Sure, your seat backs are the locked and upright position.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Once we get to Elturel, things are gonna really heat up, folks. We will be playing this Sunday with our homebrew Trials of the Forgotten Shield campaign. So catch us there at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.